Hello, and welcome to my art channel here on YouTube. So, for those of y'all that may be joining me for the first time, my name is Hannah Quintero, and I'm the face behind Hannah Quintero Art, or in this case, my hands. You're seeing me kind of just do my very first painting for 2026, and this is kind of like my starting point where I'm going with this. And the story behind it is, well, since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I wanted to do kind of like a love centered piece on this really pretty candy heart panel. And what it actually is delves around is, of course, is just love in general, and that love in our society is almost seen in a shallow, selfish light. But the love that God wants for us, especially in the romantic sense, is completely selfless and it's completely pure. And that's the title of my piece. It's called Pure Love. And I actually wrote a poem that is meant to accompany this. And I'm going to read it out to you. And it's also kind of based on a snippet from the love chapter in the Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 5. And the verses read, Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil. And that is going to kind of touch on a little bit and where I'm going with my poem. And my poem, again, is titled Pure Love. Love is not just for the birds. It is an act in its most selfless form. There is a desensitization in our society that it is a fire-driven impulse, a mere transaction. What can you give me in return, in exchange for our weakest link? Time, money, lust, power, status, security. Leaving society at its brink. But it is so much more. For the sins Jesus bore, enduring the spiritual and physical pain, with more than our shallow gain. If only we learn to wait on his perfect timing. If each bird has its perfect mate, what pure love is in store for each one of us, except freedom and flight? Thank you for listening.